Alright, hey everyone. This is going to be a solo playthrough of Birdscaping, and I'll just get right to it. I've already shuffled the deck. I'm going to draw my draft hand of 4. One of these cards is going to go to the AI player, and I get to choose which one. And I like to give him low point birds, but I can see a nice combination of being able to, yeah, that's going to work. So I'm going to give him the fairy wren. That starts the AI player's column. And this is going to be my starting hand. Next, I'll put out the bird offer. We've got the owl and the bluebird up there. And what I'm going to try to do is get the woodpecker out right away. So for my first action on my turn, you get 2 actions per turn. I'm going to draw a card. That's fine. All I was hoping to get was a nesting area. So I'm going to get this woodpecker out. The way I'm going to do that is pay an insect and a seed from these 2 cards here, and then pay for the nesting area with the blue jay there. So I'll discard all those. Woodpecker is going to go out in my trees feature, my top row. We'll see. I might have to move these up a little bit so you can see all of the rows. Okay. And then at the end of my turn, I discard the oldest card in the offer and draw a new card. That is the AI player's turn. Okay, it's now my turn again. I want something to work with, so I'm going to use my first action, draw a card. And I think I'm just going to draw 2 cards for my turn. Now it's the AI's turn. It's going to discard the oldest card in the offer. And what have I got? Ooh, I'd like to get that yellow hammer out, and I have a sunflower, or a seeds icon. So all I need is a nest. Yeah, let's take the sure thing. I'm going to activate my woodpecker. His ability isn't very relevant because I'm not taking the draft card's action. Or else I would activate that, or I would resolve that ability. But so that was my first action, if I'm remembering right. And my next action is going to be to play a bird. So I'm going to play out this yellow hammer. And to do that, I'm going to discard this bullfinch for the seeds icon. And I'm going to spend this woodpecker for the nest. And he has to go in the garden row. All right, I'm happy with that. Now it's the AI player's turn. So we'll discard the oldest card in the offer. And now what have I got? This yellow hammer's ability lets me draw the top card of the deck into my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to activate my garden row, and there's only 1 card in my row right now. And that gives me a free draw action. So that was only still my first action. Ooh, I wouldn't mind getting him out into my trees row because of the free food. And he's not that expensive to get out with just the 1 insect. So how am I going to do that? First, I think I'll just activate that as my second action and be ready for next turn. So I'll just hang on to him. So now it's the AI player's turn. Whoops. I drew 2 cards there by accident. Okay. I need a bug. I'm just going to draw a card as my first action. Oh, and there's no food over here. Are there any bug food cards in the offer? Yes, there are. I want the game to go on as long as possible, so I'm not going to take the one from the offer. I'm going to draft from the top of the discard. So I'm actually going to spend that's my second action, right? I'm going to spend this for the curious bird icon, basically to use it to draft a card. I'm going to draft the top card of the discard. And you can see my plan coming together. There's that bug I wanted to play him out. Now it's the AI player's turn. We're getting close to the end of round 1 already. All right. So now I know Oh, no, I don't know I can do it yet. Now I kind of want to get him out because I love the 2 nests. If I can get him into my trees row, that is such an asset. Okay, my first action, I'm going to draw a card and see what I might get. Yeah, I just don't have much. Oh, but I do have a sunflower ready to be spent here. Can I do that? I need the bug. I think I can do that. I'm going to call an audible here, and I'm going to get the nuthatch out instead of the kinglet. So I think I can do that, right? If I spend this card for the bug, if I spend him for the seeds that takes care of the food cost, and then I spend my tilted woodpecker for 1 nest and discard this card for the other nest. There we go. So I'm going to take the play bird action, and I can pay whatever costs I want in order to make that happen. So I'm going to spend this for the sunflower or for the seeds icon. I'm going to discard that for the bug, discard that for the nest, spend this for the nest because I need 2 nests because he's going in the second column. And that gets him out into the tree row. And the cool part is there's a cool synergy. Whenever a woodpecker is activated, gain an extra nest this turn. That is sweet. How about that for a start? Okay, so the AI player has drawn the last card in the deck. So we're going to shuffle everything up and prepare things for round 2. But first, the AI player gets 2 more cards. Oh, he drew the kingfisher. So he's doing about average on points, but I sure do like having the kingfisher as an option. But we'll make do here. So I'll draw the bird offer, and it's my turn. Make sure you can see that here. Okay, I don't really have a pond row going, so unfortunately most of my cards are going to come from taking just the draw card action, drawing the top card, which is kind of risky because you don't know what you're getting and it's inefficient. But it's going to take me too much work to build out my pond row at this stage in the game since I have these rows started, and there's some efficiency in having a deep row because when you activate, you can activate everything in the row. So I don't want to spread myself too thin. That's where my head is at. I'm probably going to try to just build out these top 2 rows. So my first action for my turn is to draw a card. He's tricky to make work as part of your strategy, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. And then I'm going to activate the yellow hammer or my garden row, and his ability lets me draw a card for free. So that's my turn. I got the wren again. Okay, so the AI player will discard the oldest card in my tableau. Or in the offer, I'm sorry. And it's my turn again. What can I get out? See, now we're starting to get to the mid-game, and I want to start looking at the points and make sure I get higher point birds out to try to beat that AI player. So what's out in the market? Man, that robin would be nice, but I just don't think I have the infrastructure yet in my engine to get the robin out. So could I get this wren out just for points? He doesn't provide anything useful unless he's in the trees. And I don't really need him in the trees. So I'm just going to draw a card as my first action. There we go. I think he would be a good one to try to get out because he has no food cost. That's the only bird that doesn't have a food cost. So he's a pretty good value at 4 points. So that was my first action. Can I get him out? I just need 2 nests. I can't do it because I need 2 nests because he has to go right there. And I only have 1 nest in my hand. So that's unfortunate. I'm going to activate my top row, my trees row as my second action. None of these abilities really apply right now. Okay. AI's action, or AI's turn, is to discard the oldest card in the offer. now I can definitely get him out. So I'm going to be as efficient as I can, spend the nuthatch for his 2 nests, and get the owl out because he doesn't have a food cost. So I only need to worry about his nest cost because he's in column 2. That was a good turn, and I have another action. I would love to get one of these 2 cards in my hand because they're efficient for drafting. Okay, I'm going to spend probably this wren for its curious bird icon, or basically for the draft cards action. I'm going to discard that in order to draft. I didn't want the robin. I want the dove. I'll replenish the offer, and I think that was my turn. I didn't pay close enough attention. I think that was my whole turn. So the AI's turn. He'll discard that card. Whoops. And I definitely forgot to rotate the back of the deck, so it's round 2. Sorry. So it's round 2. I should have rotated that at the start of the round. Okay, it's my turn again. I would love to get this dove out. He needs 2 seeds. Oh, I can do this, but maybe not this turn. I kind of want to be tricky and get the dove out in the bottom row, even though it's incompatible, because if I activate the owl on that turn, I can do that. But maybe it's not worth the effort because it's just nice to have him in the bottom row because he has those 2 icons. So unless I have a long-term plan of building out that pond row, I'm not so sure I want to go that route. I'm going to activate my nuthatch as my first action, and man, I think I can get him out. So I'll spend the 3 nests I have up here, 2 from the nuthatch, 1 from the woodpecker. I will spend this card for the sunflower. I will discard the song thrush for that sunflower, and that satisfies that cost. And I needed 3 nests, which I got from up here, and I got him out in the garden row. Man, that went really well. I'm doing pretty good. Okay, that was the AI's turn. I'm going to just activate this row, mostly to have it ready, but also for the efficiency of getting a free card draw from that. So that was my first action. When we get the blue jay, I would love to get the blue jay out, and that would be ideal for us. So that's the new game plan. I need these icons for food, so I need to come into an apple somewhere, or a fruit. There's a fruit right there. But I can't get that this turn. So I'm just going to draw a card. Yeah, we didn't get what we wanted. So that's the end of round 2. We'll shuffle up. The deck is getting pretty thin. We'll give the AI player 2 more cards. And we'll rotate this to indicate it's round 3. And we'll get our initial offer. And here we go. So there's that cardinal. I want that fruit. So my first... Oh, I can't discard this card to draft a card because he doesn't have an icon down there. So I'm going to be really inefficient and draw a card hoping I can get that. I got it. And then, wow, I'm spending a lot of actions to make this happen, but I'm going to discard that card for that icon for the draft cards action and draft this cardinal and replenish the offer. Those were my 2 actions. And so now it's the AI player's turn. Ooh, this is going fast. There's only 1 card left in the deck. Okay. Do I have what I want? I think so. So I'm going to activate this row, my trees row. And actually I get an extra nest if I wanted it from this synergy with the woodpecker. And I need 3 nests because he's going into column 3. So I think I can get the blue jay out. So yeah, what do I need? Here's a bug and an apple for food. So I'll go ahead and discard that. And I just need a sunflower, which I will get from my yellow hammer. So there's the food taken care of. And then in terms of nests, I have 1, 2, 3. Perfect. I'm liking the birds that I have. These are nice, powerful birds in terms of abilities. Okay, I believe that's my turn. I think that's my turn because I think I drafted and then played it. So we'll do the AI player's turn. And actually, he caused the end of round 3. Yikes. So now we're getting into round 4. Okay. Oh, actually, these top 2 cards go into the AI's column. So then that's the offer. There's only 2 cards in the market or in the deck. You guys can't really see those. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, this was in my hand. I want to just get 1 bird out. Man, if I could get 7 cards out, that would be a really good game. And I might need it because there's a lot of high point birds over there. Okay. I might just try to get a high point bird into my pond row if I can find one. Oh, yikes. My first action, I'm gonna draw a card. Hey. That fits my criteria. So I need these 3 icons. The slash means I can do either or. Oh man, and I have this food here. For my next action, I'm going to activate this top row. This Blue Jay's ability says I can resolve the ability of another bird from a different row. And you can guess which one I'm going to choose to resolve. I want to draw a card based on that yellow hammer. Oh no, I don't want to do that because that would trigger the end game and this would be my last turn. I don't want to do that. Well, that was pretty useless. Shucks. Okay, but I have a lot of resources stored. The only not activated card is this one. And I believe that was my turn. So the AI player would discard that card and then replenish the offer. Since the AI player triggered the end game, I get 1 final turn and see what I can do here. So I want to play this water hen down here just for the points because it's cheaper nests, and I think I definitely can do that. So as my first action, I'm going to discard him for the food, the crossbill, and that gets me 2/3 of the way there, and then I need either an insect or seeds, and I have another insect right here. So there's the food taken care of, and now I just need 1 nest since he's going into column 1. So I'll spend that card. And I can't do anything else other than activate cards because I don't have, I only have 1 action left. So that's actually the end of the game. And we will add up the points here. So I apologize. This is going to be boring as I do some math. So that's 9, 15, 18, 22, 27, 33, I believe. So 33 for me. So that is, what is that, 18? No, 16. 16, 20, 22, 35, 37. I can't remember exactly what I got, but I don't think I had 37. So the AI player wins, and man, and I did so good. Okay. Too bad we lost, but there's a playthrough. Hopefully it gives you an idea how the game plays. Thanks for watching.